Welcome back to the Barry Charles Footy Show. Yes, indeed, we are going to talk about the best game of all, rugby league, right here on this channel. In this one, we're going to continue our series in terms of the best second rowers in your club in 2023 and put them on a team to take on the best centres in 2023 in your respective NRL clubs. Who do you think will win, second rowers or the centres? And who's going to make the semi-finals in the next episodes? Let's get to it here at Barry Charles Footy Show. And remember to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel if you love this great game of footy. First off, we're going to talk about who's going to be fullback in the second row. And that's going to be Jeremiah Nanai. He's going to take on Joey Manu. Yes, Jeremiah Nanai gets the thing because he's going to be good under the high ball, and that's why I put him in. Thinking Joey Manu, you can argue, is a fullback anyway, but he's playing centre for his club. So, but unfortunately for Jeremiah Nanai, even though there's not a bad situation to have him as fullback, but Joey Manu carves up all day. The wing position, Sean Lane and Angus Crichton. Taking on Aaron Shoup and Campbell Graham. And to just be honest, they'll be carved up by the centres here, and Aaron Shoup and Campbell Graham. We'll have them for breakfast. The centre pairing, and this is a big centre pairing here of Viliami Kickout versus Hudson and Hudson Young, not versus, taking on the silky skills of Dan Gagai and Herbie Farnworth. Well, unfortunately, the second rows aren't looking good here, even though you can argue second rows have some good players, but they're just getting carved up every day of the week here at the moment. With a clean sweep to the back line here, with Herbie Farnworth and Dan Gagai. So are the centres in? Are they shoo-in to make it? They got 5 out of 5. It's going to have to be a big drop from here for them to get knocked out. Let's have a look at the halves. The second row was pretty easy. The halves were going to be with Wade Graham and Jack Bird. Both played there before, so that was a pretty simple decision there. But on the other side, it was a little bit harder. But I gone with Zach Lomax. I think he'd be running 5'8", and Valentine Holmes. It's 7, but he hasn't really played there. So to me, Jack Bird and Wade Graham will just carve up in that position. Now let's have a look at the props. Tyson Frizzell and Felice Kafusi. That's a pretty good taking on Nia Corey and Olam. Pretty good pairing here. I think Tyson Frizzell would have Nia Cora. And this one was a bit tough. Kafusi and Olam was pretty even Stevens. You could have gone for Kafusi, but I just think Justin Olam could be a revelation with his tackling in the number 10 jersey. But both very good defenders. You could have either one or the other. The hooking role, Kurt Capewell versus Jared Croker. Pretty much had to go for Kurt Capewell here. He's done it for Queensland. I mean, he's played around that position before. I think he'd have too much smarts for Jared Croker. Now, Liam Martin and Isaiah Papali'i, obviously they are second rowers, so you would think that they would carve up here. Is there any chance the others can do well? I've got a pretty good second row here of Talakai and Will Penasini, but to be honest, they're not going to match it against the second rows. Although you could argue that Talakai could take on Liam Martin, but on form, no. 13 was a tough one. Jai Arrow versus Steve Crichton, but I think Steve Crichton could have a lot of ability playing 13. You never know, he might end up there one day. So, wow, it looked like it was going to be a landslide here to the centres after 5 in a row, but they've only picked up 2 more since the first 5 in a row, so it's 7 points to 6 going into the centres going into the final flurry of let's see who gets through. So we've got Elise Katoa. You could argue there's other ones from Melbourne Storm, but I think he could be the best player they got there this season. Taking on Brett Naden. I just think Katoa will carve him up. David Fafita will run all day over Jake Averillo. Then Hamali, and I think Uranakin would be too good for Hamalo Alakatai. And last of all, so it's 8 all. So we got down to the final nitty gritty right here, right now. Kalua for the centres, taking on Josh Curran. This was a bit of a interesting one where to go here, because Koala can play a lot of positions, but Josh Curran as well can play a lot of positions and has proved a bit more in the NRL. So getting through is the second rows, just 9 points to 8 in a tight one. Which, to me, when I look again, the centre pairing started off strong and they're really falling apart. But when you look at this, the second row, pretty much every player is a star player. The only one you could say is not a star player at the moment is Katoa, but pretty much everyone else is a star player. That's where centres are struggling at the moment. So if you really want to look at centre in the NRL, this is a struggling point. I wasn't too convinced with the props either, to be honest. I think there could be improvement there. The full, not the fullbacks. The wing, I think my wings one wasn't too bad to me. But yeah, halfbacks as well. Halfbacks are very much in between. Absolute out and out halfbacks here. I struggle to get to 5. I really do. I struggle to get to 5 halfbacks. I'm going to look at that again just to have a look at that halfback thing. Who are actually out and out superstar halfbacks? They were, well, potentially. So you got Nathan Cleary, Adam Reynolds, I'll put him up there. Sherry Evans. Oh, probably a bit more than what I thought. Nico Hines, Ben Hunt, Jerome Hughes, Mitchell Moses. They're sort of they're. But if you're looking for superstars, you really ain't looking at Cleary at this stage. Others have shown glimpses of being superstars, or some are developing. But yeah, Nathan Cleary is an out and out superstar, and I suppose it's the name of the game. You're always going to have solo ones. But yeah, Nathan Cleary is the only one in that list at this stage. He looks like a superstar. Well, that's the final lot of the props and locks in the second row and the centres that we talked about today. Halfback and 5/8. So getting through. Yeah, we've got the second row making it through to the quarterfinals, and they're going to take on the locks. But our next video will be the 5/8 taking on the fullbacks. Who do you think will get through in these ones? Well, you're going to have to come back and watch and find out here at the Barry Charles Footy Show. I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to like and smash the like button, because you are great at supporting the greatest footy show of all time. Just kidding, but let's get to it. Barry Charles Footy Show, all the way to number 1. Let's go. Do it now. Subscribe and smash the like button. And we'll be back for more great footy videos in the near future. Have a great day out there, my friends.